What's up, everyone? It's Carson here with Remax, and today I wanted to talk about the Canada Emergency Response Benefit Program that the Canadian government is offering. So, a lot of you are wondering how you can apply for this program, what are the eligibility criterias. So, that's what we're going to talk about today. So, let's go to the canada.ca website. We'll click on English. Then we will go to COVID-19, coronavirus, and we'll click on Canada Emergency Response Benefit Program. And so here you'll see that this program basically offers temporary income support for those who are out of work or lost income due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And individuals will receive $500 a week for up to 16 weeks. So there are specific dates that they recommend that you apply. You'll see here, depending on the month that you're born, if you're born in January, February, March, they recommend that you apply on April 6th. If you're born on April, May, or June, they recommend you apply on the 7th. And if you're born in July, August, or September, they recommend that you apply on the 8th. And if you're born on October, November, December, they recommend that you apply on the 9th. And you can apply, I guess, any month if once Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, once it gets to those days. So I guess the reason why they're doing that is because they don't want to clog up the system. They want people to apply in a, I guess, orderly fashion so that they can get all the applicants processed in a smooth manner. And supposedly, if you do direct deposit, you'll probably get the payment a lot faster compared to getting a check. So I believe they said it could be anywhere between 3 to 5 business days for a direct deposit, as opposed to up to 10 business days for the check. So you might want to think about doing the direct deposit instead. Now, in terms of eligibility, let's see who would be eligible to apply for this benefit program. So the first criteria here, it says you have to be a resident of Canada and you have to be at least 15 years of age, and it has to be those who have stopped working because of the COVID-19, or you're eligible for EI insurance, regular sickness benefits. And the other criteria is you have to have income in 2019 with at least $5,000 or more in the 12 months period prior to the date of the application. Also, you have to be expecting to be without employment or self-employment income for at least 14 days in the initial 4-week period. So for subsequent benefit periods, they expect to have no employment income. For the $5,000 income, it can be a combination of the following sources. So it can be a portion of employment, a portion of self-employment, a maternity or parental benefits under the EI program, or similar benefits paid in Quebec under the Quebec Parental Insurance Plan. So basically, if you have a regular day job and you have a side job that's kind of self-employed or a side hustle, it can be a combination of everything as long as it totals out to $5,000. And the other thing to note is that prior to this, you didn't have a job and you were currently looking for a job. So you'll notice it says here, the benefit is only available to individuals who stop work as a result of reasons related to COVID-19. So if you were in the process of looking for a job and you haven't found a job because of COVID-19, you're actually not eligible for the benefit. So hopefully this will be more clear on who will be eligible for the Canada Emergency Response Benefit. Now, in terms of applying, as far as we've been told, all you have to do is log into your CRA account on the dates that they have provided. There should be directions to show you how you can apply for these benefits. If you don't want to apply online, there's also a 1-800 number that you can call. Let's see if we can find this number. Who can apply? How to apply? There you go. So there are 2 ways, online or over the phone. So if you are applying online or on the phone, your payment will be delivered by direct deposit or check. Start to apply, instructions, call the automated toll-free line. Okay, So if you were looking to apply through phone, you can also call this number here, 1-800-959-2019, and there will be instructions on the phone on how you can process your application and apply for the benefit as well. Make sure you have your social insurance number and your postal code to verify your identity, and it will ask you things like what language you want to process the application in. It'll ask you for your social insurance number, it'll confirm your postal code and the period that you're applying for, and also you'll have to make a declaration to see whether or not you qualify for this benefit. And all these services are available not 24 hours a day, but 21 hours a day, 7 days a week. And both services will be closed from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for maintenance. So after you apply, if you are eligible, you can expect to receive $500 a week for a 4-week period. And it is a single payment for a 4-week period. So if your situation continues, you can reapply for payment for multiple 4-week periods to a maximum of 16 weeks. So it says here, each payment of the CERB covers a 4-week period beginning March 15th, meaning they'll backdate it to March 15th. And so when you apply, it is for a single payment of the whole month. And if your situation continues, you can apply for an additional 4-week period up to a maximum of 16 weeks. So it sounds like you'll have to keep applying for every month if you do require assistance from this program. And again, the payment methods are either direct deposit or they'll mail you a check. And when you can expect payment, if you are getting your payment by direct deposit, you can expect a payment, I'd say 3 to 5 just in case, because sometimes it could fall in between Saturday and Sunday as well. And so if it does, it might actually be 3 to 5, and sometimes there could be hiccups. So I'd say expect 3 to 5 business days. And it says here, if you are getting your payment by check, then it can arrive up to 10 days from the day you submit your application. So I guess they have a pool of money set aside. They make sure you do need this money and that you're not trying to take advantage of the situation. If your employer started to offer work to you again, or if you found another job in between, or for whatever the reason you're able to make income again, then you won't qualify. And so that's why they'll ask that you reapply, make sure that you are eligible. I guess you have to do a declaration that you do qualify for the benefit before they'll start offering you the payment again. And again, the payments will be once a month for the 4-week period. So a very interesting question that people have is, are they able to have income while receiving the CERB benefit? And the answer here is no, you can't have any income, because it says here it has to be without employment income for at least 14 consecutive days. Yeah, you can also apply for the Canada Emergency Response Benefit if you are eligible for employment insurance, regular or sickness benefits, provided it is allowed in your province or territory. You may also receive provincial or territory support payments at the same time and receive the Canada Emergency Response Benefit. So depending on your circumstances, you can have other types of benefits, but not income from employment or self-employment for at least 14 consecutive days within the initial 4 period. Are you able to get the CRB if you are not a citizen or a permanent resident? To be eligible, you have to reside in Canada and have valid social insurance number, regardless if you are a Canadian citizen or have permanent resident status. So long as you reside in Canada and have a social insurance number, then you probably are eligible, because it does also say workers who are not Canadian citizens or permanent residents, including temporary foreign workers and international students, may be eligible to receive the benefit if they meet other requirements. Does the income have to be earned in Canada? No, the income does not have to be earned in Canada, but you need to reside in Canada. I guess if you maybe worked abroad, or if you have a business that is where you earn foreign income from other parts of the country, you can still qualify for this so long as you reside in Canada and have a social insurance number. Benefits will start within 10 days of submitting an application. There is no waiting period, so I guess you'll start receiving the benefits within 10 days of you submitting the application. There's no waiting period, and payments will be made through direct deposit or by check, and you will be paid more quickly if you use direct deposit. So I guess the requirements is, at the moment, seems like it's pretty basic, which is your personal contact information, your social insurance number, and for you to declare whether or not you're eligible to meet the requirements. But it does say here you may be asked to provide additional documentation to verify your eligibility at a future date. So I guess if they feel that, there are some inconsistencies with whether or not you are eligible, then they will ask further documentation for you to submit and provide to them to see whether or not you do actually meet the requirements. So if you were previously on EI and you were receiving less than $500 per week for the EI payments, you'll still get $500 under the CERB program, regardless of what you have been eligible for previously in the employment insurance. For those who are currently on maternal or paternal leave and receiving benefits, then I guess what they want is for you to continue receiving these benefits under the EI insurance program. And once you finish the program and you go back to work, if there is no work available because of the COVID-19 or you get laid off, then you may be eligible to apply for the CERB program as well. So side note is that these benefits that you receive will be taxable, and you'll need to report any payments you receive on next year's tax filing. So this is a taxable benefit, meaning you will have to pay taxes for the year after, but it's still better than nothing, because I know a lot of people are under a lot of financial hardship right now. So hopefully this will help you guys alleviate some of that. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know.